This is my presentation on building a social media culture at Dell. For this assignment, we were asked to address 3 different questions, and I will approach those questions individually. Why has Dell been successful at building a social media program? One of the huge reasons that Dell has been successful is that Dell centralized social media operations at the corporate headquarters in Round Rock, Texas. This gave them the ability to align their company's business strategy with their communication strategy for social media. Because of this alignment, they were able to improve the quality of online interactions that customers had with the company, and establish standards and metrics to systemize and measure social media work. Additionally, they created a dedicated social media team that was directly responsible for the company's social media interactions. Partnered with that social media team was a program that they called Social Media and Communications University. And this program was used to develop employees so that they could better manage social media interactions with customers or with the media, whatever the case may be. The social media team was training them so that they could receive certification that would eventually allow them to speak on behalf of the company on the internet without needing to worry about lawyers or company policies. And the last successful is their use with blogs. The company established multiple different blogs very early on in the social media game compared to its competitors. 2 examples that were given from the reading were the blogs Direct to Dell and IdeaStorm. Direct to Dell gave customers the ability to post on a blog about their likes, dislikes, or any other interactions that they had had with the company. This really gave Dell the ability to address individual customer concerns, or if they needed to, they could address a mass concern, something that maybe many people were worried about or had problems with. The other example that the reading gave is the blog called IdeaStorm. And IdeaStorm was a blog that allowed customers to post recommendations of how Dell could improve its products. So if there was a customer that wanted Dell or wished that Dell would improve maybe a laptop, they could go onto this blog and make a recommendation. And the reading gave the example that backlit keyboards were actually began to be incorporated into their laptops because of an idea that was brought up on the IdeaStorm blog. So those are the 3 main reasons that I believe that Dell has been very successful at building a social media program. With the centralized location for their social media team and their main corporate headquarters, it keeps everything aligned, carrying the same message. The great training that they offer for social media team and employees alike to make sure that everybody's on the same page as far as that goes, and the blogs that they set up very early on have allowed Dell to maintain a successful status in the social media program. The second question we were to address is why have Dell's social media based sales leads been more successful to result in sales than traditional leads? One of the biggest reasons is that Dell has very many social media accounts, from Twitter to LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, you name it, they pretty much had a social media account set up for it. And because of all the social media, what they decided to do was offer customers a way that they could obtain products in an easier fashion through social media. So what Dell would do was they would, for example, send out a tweet on one of their accounts that had a link to a product. Maybe it's a laptop, maybe it's something else. And customers were then able to follow that link directly to their website where they could order a product. And this strategy throughout all their social media accounts created $6.5 million in sales from the social media leads that they had set up. One specific Twitter account that did considerably well than any other social media account that they had set up, and that was the Twitter handle Dell Outlet. And basically what this account was, it was a handle that was dedicated to tweeting out links to clearance items, discontinued items, or maybe even discounted pricing for certain products, maybe like a flash sale or something like that. The reason that this Twitter handle was brought up specifically is because just through the links that that Twitter handle tweeted about, Dell was able to create $3 million worth of social media lead sales. And the huge success out of this was that Twitter was able to give Dell's followers instant access to great deals where the customers could have almost immediate gratification that they were saving money. The last question that we were to answer is, how would you suggest that Dell use its social media experience to rebrand the company as per Michael Dell's vision? The founder, Michael Dell, had always kept in mind that the company needed the ability to communicate with its customers, even before social media was a thing, but also once social media came to prominence. With the company moving more closely towards consultation in the future, they were looking for a way to rebrand the company while remaining prominent in their social media accounts. The question that I came to solve this issue was, being that Dell has such a head start on the social media end in comparison to competitors, they need to stick to what they know. They can take huge advantage of the fact that they are already so far ahead in the game to help themselves rebrand the company for the future. Many consulting services are centered on customer service, whether it be B2B or consumer. And as of recently, customer service has transformed and moved into the social media realm. Customer service and consultation have become more and more social media centric, meaning that there's more access to these types of services just through social media. And Dell can continue to offer their consultation services via their social media accounts. They can use Twitter accounts that are designed specifically for these types of things. Many companies already do that. Consultation for other businesses could be easily done over social media accounts just as easily as they could be done in person, through the mail, whatever the case may be. So that's my analysis of the case study with the answers to those 3 questions. Thank you for listening.